Just turned it way too loud, nearly deafened myself. We've already got Oshan in the chat. Hi, Oshan. Morning, mate. Afternoon, evening. And Eric Bischoff giving us a cracking start here to Monday Nitro. All the pyro, the staging. Obviously, the first one last week was at the Mall of America, but this is much more traditional WCW staging. Or at least what I would think that it would look like. The match of the century. WCW World Championship. Hulk Hogan versus Lex Luger. Here we go. Oh, I forgot about that. The debut of Sabu on this episode as well. I'm still not sure I'm a fan of Steve McMichael on commentary. Bobby Heenan, Eric Bischoff, I'm really happy with. Lex Luger stunning the world and making an appearance, yeah. And the three of them are doing a really good job of hyping up the show here from last week. And now we're getting a package of Lex Luger, the total package, and Hogan from last week. We're getting that promo again. I've been where you've been. I've beaten the people you've beaten. I'm here to get it on with the big boys. When you come in the WCW. And what do we think of this? This is where Hogan's popularity started to wane, I think. So And Macho Man must hate. He feels like a bit player behind him, surely. We almost made Macho and I think it's Sting the other side. We've almost made them sort of side players, and that's not right. There we go. That's the match made. I love this commentary table with the I don't know, the structure around it. I really like that. Don't get me wrong, I prefer the traditional WWE right by ringside announce table. That's like classic for me. But I do like the look of this. It is, it's cool. It's different as well, which is what they always strive for. And Bischoff says you can be more than, you can be less than, or you can be different than, and they always strive for different than. Hogan's in Nitro trouble. There you go. Says Bobby Heenan anyway. But it's again, do you know what? I think I said this last time, but we're nearly 4 minutes into the show. We're still at the announce desk. It happened last week. We closed the show at the announce desk for the first Nitro as well. Here we go, live from Miami. The opening contest, and it's the debut of the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal Sabu, baby. Here he comes sliding into the ring. And this does look a lot cooler, to be fair, than it did. The Mall of America was cool just for the amount of people there, but this does look cool. Again, if you're watching along with us live, we're currently 4 minutes and 22 seconds into WCW Monday Nitro, episode 2, 11th of September, 1995, baby. And here comes Alex Wright. Oh, I like it. Do you know what? Alex Wright's he's somebody that I'm not too familiar with because he was a WCW guy, wasn't he? But I know how good he was. Das Wunderkind. And here we go, Alex Wright, Sabu kicking straight in. But this should be quite fast-paced, actually. Sabu sticking in the stomps on Alex Wright. Straight in for a springboard back kick, almost, to a seated Alex Wright in the centre of the ring. Alex Wright wearing the blue trunks. And Sabu Hurricane Rana to Alex Wright, straight over the ropes and to the outside. And Sabu hit down hard there as well, fair dues. And do you know what? Yeah, this even with the ring ropes and the mat and this is more what I expected Nitro to look like than it did last week. Oh, and Sabu now back into the ring, and then with a plancha over the top rope onto Alex Wright. They're not bigging him up again, man. I just imagine if Paul Heyman was on commentary for a Sabu match, he really sells it, doesn't he? Joey Styles was the same, but these guys, they're just not. I mean, he's there and they're doing it, but they're not. They could be making a much bigger deal of Sabu. Oh, and Sabu there, straight in to the guardrail. Drop kick from Alex Wright. Oh, big slam on the outside. They're still on the outside, these two. The ref's gone and followed them. Alex Wright now throwing Sabu back into the ring after giving him a couple of slams on the outside. Alex Wright going up to the top rope as he gets back in the ring. And a huge missile drop kick. Got Montez Ford height on that drop kick then. Again, interesting, isn't it? Because we've got this second ever episode of Monday Nitro. Again, only 45 minutes long. I love that. An hour's worth of wrestling. Here comes Alex Wright now with a huge dive over the top rope onto Sabu. And now Sabu giving some shots to Alex Wright as he chucks him back in the ring. And now we've got Sabu on the top rope. Alex Wright comes to meet him, hits a couple of shots. And now, it looks like we've got the superplex going on. The super duperplex. Oh! And this match has been bang, 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 bang. You know, last week we started with the cruiserweights. I suppose these are cruiserweights technically as well. And again, a very, very similar, starting really hot. And it's completely different to what you would have got on the WWF at this point, 95. Another one of these springboard back kicks by Sabu. Whoa, Alex Wright with a huge moonsault off the top rope, lands on his feet over Sabu, picks him into that German for a 2 count, and now Alex Wright going back up again. I tell you what, I'll get him a lucha mask, man. He's on the top rope more than Rey Mysterio. Sabu gives him a shot. Alex Wright now sat on the top rope. Sabu climbing from the outside up to the top as well. Victory roll from the top rope. And a 3 count for Sabu. I don't think I was supposed to be the finish, watching it. But Sabu, victory roll from the top rope, and there's the finish. Couldn't quite hook the leg. I think that's the problem. And it's not over. Sabu now putting the boots to Alex Wright after the match. Maybe he just wants to get that last spot in that they maybe missed. Oh, and now Sabu's getting a table. 1995 WCW, and we're getting a table. Sabu now back into the ring. Bit of a springboard. Dive onto Alex Wright, onto that table. And puts Alex Wright through the table. 1995 WCW, man. Who knew? Get your thoughts in the comments if you're watching along with me. Currently watching WCW Monday Nitro from, 30 years ago. We're currently 10 minutes and 10 seconds through the episode. Get your thoughts in the comments if you're watching along. Sabu just got an absolutely huge win over Alex Wright on his debut, no less. Victory roll. The Arabian Press. Alex Wright, man, defeated. Oh, up next we've got Sting versus IRS. Oh, that's not his name on this, is it? Is it Michael Wall Street? As we come back from the break, 11 minutes, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Monday Nitro. Mean G. Woo! Here comes Nate. Even better. Looks like we got a Nate promo with Mean Gene. Styling and profiling on Monday Nitro, TNT. Woo! The 11-time champion, they're calling him at this time. There we go. Classic Flair promo time. Flair always dresses incredibly, but I'm going to say it right now. That tie is not his friend. Oh, we're talking about Arn Anderson here, following last week. Talking about how they were friends, four horsemen, Flair and Anderson. Oh, here comes Lex. Flair helps Lex in the ring. He's hyping up Total Package Lex Luger here, but and now Lex saying Flair's too much. And how did we get to that? Was weird promo that. So we had Flair talking about Anderson, and then Lex comes out, walks out, no music, no fanfare for no reason really. Gets in the ring, and then Flair says he starts talking about how he's going to beat Hogan. Well, why? What was the? I don't know what the connect was there. That's weird. And we've got one more episode of Nitro after this, I think. And then we've got Full Brawl War Games, so we'll be able to get that on as well. Oh, and it sounds like it's going to be Flair and Anderson at Full Brawl. So there you go. That's what we'll watch at some point. I'll get Matt Burns on for the pay-per-view as well. He'll enjoy that. Are you enjoying that we've started Nitro from the beginning, and should we carry on? I suppose that's a question to ask. Get that in the comments below if you're watching this back. Is that something that you want us to carry on with, these TBT classics? I mean, I've never seen them before, so I'm quite enjoying it. But I don't want this just to be for an audience of one as well. And here comes Michael Wall Street. He doesn't look like he's dressed to compete, though. He's got a full suit on, it looks like. He wanted to come to where the big boys play. No, he didn't. It's the man Sting with the WCW United States champion on his way to the ring to fight Michael Wall Street. Here we go. Oh, and they just give away the results to Raw. Oh dear, that's the first time I've ever heard one of them actually happen. Other than, everyone's heard the classic, that would have put some butts in seats. But that's the first time I've heard one there. Here we go. Wall Street versus Sting. Wall Street's took all his full suit off. He's now just in a black singlet. The Stinger, Surfer Sting, in his green face paint, bright green tights. Who's going to win this one? Sting or Wall Street? Woo! I don't want to do it because it's late. But I could. Woo! Oh, quick reverse there. Wall Street was taking Sting into the corner, and there was a really slick turn. Couple of good shots to Wall Street, and now Sting's got him in the Headlock. Wall Street sends him off. Sleep. Leap. Hip toss. No reverse. Sting with a hip toss. Boom. Down goes Wall Street. Straight back up for a drop kick from the Stinger and a second drop kick from the Stinger. And Wall Street powders to the corner. And he wants a break here. He tells the ref, whoa, hold on. And Sting follows it up with a shot in the corner. Irish whip from one corner to the other. And down goes Wall Street. Big, hard buckle. And Wall Street powders out to the outside now. Needs a bit more time. Like I said, if you're watching along, we are here watching the second ever episode of WCW Monday Nitro. This one, September 11th, 1995. And if you're watching along on YouTube, the clock just here at the side of me, that's because we're currently at 18 minutes and 37, 38, 39 seconds. So if you want to catch up, just pause me and find your place and then press play again for some alternate commentary and some funny old things. Sting got him in headlock again. Michael Wall Street off against the ropes, pushes him off. Sting comes back asleep again. And this time, whoa, instead of the hip toss, just threw Sting through the mid-rope out to the outside of the ring. Sting to that hard. And now Wall Street following him out. We're going to go a bit of a brawl on the outside. Question to everyone. And please put in the comments below. Sting at this time, United States champion. Hogan, WCW champ. Should Sting have been WCW's top guy at this point? Should Sting have been the franchise player? Should he have been the champ? You know, how much does Hogan really still have in the tank in 1995 as a babyface? And I know we're only 12 months off the big turn, etc. But, I mean, come on. Wall Street off the ropes and a big elbow drop down on Sting. And another one. Boom. That's two quick elbow drops. Off the ropes again. Ducks a clothesline. Sting. Oh. Wall Street goes low with a kick. And now Sting rolling through with a cover. Wall Street kicks out at 2. And a cut off here, I'm sure, from Wall Street. Sting into the corner. Oh, and Sting reverses it. And Wall Street having his head whacked into the top turnbuckle. 7, 8. Oh, we've got 7.5. And now Sting with another right hand. And a clothesline to put Wall Street down. Here's a question, and I already know the answer to this, I think. But was WCW already better than WWF in 1995? Was it? We know it gets a hell of a lot better. But I think from watching these first 2 episodes of Nitro, it already feels far more exciting than Raw did at this time. And a crossbody from the top rope gets the win for the Stinger over Michael Wall Street. What a match that was. The question remains, though, get it in the comments, your answer. You know, should Sting have been the man in WCW at this point? I know it was Hogan. Hogan was the champ, but should it have been Sting? Oh, Shane, replay that huge clothesline. Great crisp clothesline there from Sting. Stinger splash in the corner. Classic. And then that crossbody off the top onto Wall Street for the 1, 2, 3. Good stuff. And we still got Scott Norton and the Macho Man next. Ooh, yeah. The cream rises to the top. That's terrible, isn't it? Oh wow! This Saturday on WCW Saturday night, we're going to get the debut of Disco Inferno. I mean, I definitely won't be watching that. Big Bubba Rogers on Saturday night as well, and Brian Pillman versus Alex Wright. Now that sounds like a good match, to be fair. Here we go. Scott Norton. Now, I didn't know who Scott Norton was last week. I saw him and thought, who the bloody hell's that? But here he is. In his silver and black singlet. I'm not impressed. Not impressed so far by Scott Norton. Let's see how well he does. Here comes Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. The cream rises to the top. Ooh, yeah. Dig it. I'm going to carry on doing the terrible Macho Man impression. And you're just going to have to live with it. I'm sorry. Here comes the Macho Man. Did we ever get to the answer of why Macho Man always came out to the graduation song? Oh, Scott Norton jumps him to start the match. And I suppose, yeah, this is a grudge match that's been made. So, yeah, let's get it started quickly. Big short arm clothesline from Scott Norton onto the Macho Man. Got a yawn on, man. Must be tired. Oh, Macho Man, wait for the... Got caught by... Yeah, tried the sunset flip, got caught. Scott Norton picked him up by the throat and just did a bit of a choke throw on him, I suppose. 2 hands around the throat. If you're watching along with us, currently watching WCW Monday Nitro from September 11th, 1995. That's how far through we are. 24 minutes 59, 25 minutes, 1, 2, 3 seconds. If you want to use us for alternate commentary or a bit of a laugh, you don't have to watch along, but if you do, that's cool. Macho Man just going absolutely crazy on Scott Norton. Off the top rope to the outside with an axe handle. Boom! Ooh, yeah. Big clothesline from the Macho Man. Put Scott Norton down. God, Savage. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Up to the top rope again. This time for a attempted crossbody. Scott Norton caught him. And he's in a bear hug now. And down goes Macho Man. Could have broke his ribs there. Yeah. Bobby says could have broke his spleen. I think it's more likely he's got broken ribs there, Bobby, but fair dues. I said it before, should Sting be the franchise player, the main man in WCW? An argument could also be made for Macho Man Randy Savage, right? Could be him. Who do you think should have been the franchise player in 1995 for WCW? Sting, Flair, Hogan, Savage? There's more options. There's more out there. Should it have been Sabu? Should it have been Nick Patrick? Should it have been Arn Anderson? Oh, big shot in the back there. Do we think Lex Luger should have been pushed this fast into this title picture as well? That's something I've been wondering this week. And I think I asked it last week on the thread. In fact, there might not be another episode before War Games. War Games might be the next one, Fall Brawl. I thought there'd be another Nitro, but actually, yeah, September 11th to September 17th. Yeah, there's going to be Fall Brawl next, so that'll be our next episode of the Watch Along, which is epic, right? Let's do that. I'll definitely get Matt Burns on for that one. There's no stopping me. Scott Norton now just putting the boots to Macho Man Randy Savage. His back is broke, he says. Scott Norton just oozes whatever the opposite of charisma is. And, oh, power slam there. Power slam from Norton to Savage. Savage is selling like an absolute mother trucker here. Selling his life away. Selling his ass off. Because I'm tired and selling his life away didn't make any sense, did it? Oh, no. And, shoulder tackle from Norton now to Savage. And Savage all the way to the outside. Savage is taking an absolute beating here. They're really putting Scott Norton over, which is ironic because he's, for me, watching this match, the guy's got the personality and the charisma of a custard cream. And I like custard creams, but they've not got a lot of personality, have they? For all you Americans watching, that's cookies. Don't know what the aha was about either. I am tired. Oh, horrible. Horrible. Went for a suplex, but hit a DDT with legs caught on the top rope to Savage. That was horrible. And now Scott Norton's going to the top. He does not look like a bloke who should be going to the top. Oh, and as he came off looking for a shoulder tackle, Savage just plants his head into the mat. Savage pulls himself up to the corner, and we're rallying now. Come on, Savage. Oh, it's a knee to the back, into the turnbuckle, into the opposing turnbuckle. And here we go, Savage now with some shots in the corner. Big right hand, and another big right hand. And oh my God. The Dungeon of Doom are here. I don't know who these are, but I do know who they are. That's Kamala and Earthquake, but I don't know what their names are in this. Avalanche. Savage off the top rope onto Scott Norton. Avalanche is on Scott Norton's legs, so he can't kick out. And that's the three. Brilliant. As Kevin Sutherland, and is that Haku? Hit the ring. A few more as well that I don't recognise. Oh, and now the Dungeon of Doom. Avalanche and Scott Norton are arguing now. Is Scott Norton in the Dungeon of Doom? The Doom family. And now that Savage got the hell out of there once he got the win, but now the Dungeon of Doom on the way back to the back as well. They leave Scott Norton in the ring. So I don't think he is part of the Dungeon of Doom. But he doesn't look very happy there. And we've just seen a replay there of that Macho Man elbow. And he plants the elbow on Scott Norton's chin, Oof. I'm not sure I'd want to take that. But he gets the win. There you go. Now we're going to another break. There's no breaks on the feed I've got, but even so, it's good. And it's just hyping up that we got Hogan Luger in the main event. And, with 31 minutes and 5, 6, 7 seconds into this watch along, there's only 14 minutes left. So there's not a great deal of time left for this main. And here comes Lex Luger. A week after he re-debuts or returns to WCW, and he's in a title match with the biggest star in the industry, Hulk Hogan, in the main event of the brand new flagship WCW show, Monday Nitro. And here we go, full brawl preview. Hyping up full brawl war games. So that, this will be the next one we watch. I can't wait for that, actually. I'm really looking forward to that now. I don't know what the card is. Here comes the Hulkster. We're back on Nitro. Hogan with the big gold belt in the red and yellow, which looks wrong, doesn't it? Because It does to me anyway, because Hogan in the red and yellow, I always, think about him in WWF, WWE, and then, the Hulkster with the WCW belt. I always think about him in the black and white NWO colours. The presentation's not bad though, but I can see it was a bit Hogan light from what Hulk had done in the WWF. And I just don't think he wasn't the same style, was he, wrestler for this promotion. So it was very different for him. And they did come round to this, new wrestling style, I suppose. The not cartoon characters, but they went for a more realistic approach, didn't they? That eventually the WWF copied as well. But the larger than life characters is what I'm talking about. WCW did come round to that model eventually. It just wasn't Hogan that got him there, not as a babyface anyway. And here we go. Hogan Luger. And I'm not sure what this ref's name is for this one, right? For Hogan Luger. Main event, Nitro episode 2, 11th of September 1995. But the referee looks the spit of a side character from Friends. I always think this. I'm gonna do some digging now. I'm sure it's something to do with Phoebe. Phoebe's boyfriends. See if I can figure it out. I'm sure. Is it the one that goes out with his sister? That goes out with a twin first? Is it Sean Penn? Yeah, it might be Sean Penn. I always think this ref looks like Sean Penn. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Hulk's got Luger down. Oh, there's no way I'm going to know without. Unless somebody says that name, there's no way I'm going to find it. But yeah, I think the one in the ring right now, Hogan Luger, I think he looks the spit of Sean Penn. And Luger straight back up, putting Hogan into this headlock. And they tried to recreate Hogan in Luger, didn't they? That's what they tried. They tried to do Hogan 2.0 with Luger. It just wasn't quite right. I don't think Luger committed to the babyface role as well as he could have done. From what I've heard in different interviews, etc. Anyway, the likes of Bruce Pritchard talking about it. Hogan straight back up this time. Hogan must pose. This is the big pose to Luger. And now they're straight back to this sort of standing start. Do we think Luger's run in WCW is better than his run in WWF? I'd like to know in the comments if you fancy putting it in for us, either the live chat or the comments below if you're watching this at a later date. Remember, YouTube, we are on the road, if we can get there, to 1,000 subscribers. So please like the video, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, and just look after me and Matt Burns, because we really want to do more of this. And the more popular the channel gets, the more we'll be able to do so. And let us know what your favorite series is. We're doing loads at the minute. We're doing interviews, we're doing watch-alongs, we're doing reviews, predictions videos, we're doing reactions, we're doing loads of stuff at the minute. So please let us know what your favorite big back body drop to Luger from Hogan. But yeah, let us know what your favorite thing that we're doing is, because that's the thing we'll focus on for you. Controversially, I think this has been a better show than last week's. There's maybe, he's getting him up for the torture rack. There's maybe not been as much moving on of story, but I'm almost waiting to get past Fall Brawl before we do that. Hogan, is he tapping out? Hogan's not giving up there. Oh, there's a bit of confusion there. Lex thought he'd won. Hogan had not dropped his hand. Then he hits him with the 2 counts, and then Hogan's up now. He's hulking up. The Hulkamaniac starts screaming. Lex tries to hit him with a stomp and a shot, and Hulk's having none of it. He's hulking up. What you gonna do, Lex? What you gonna do when Hulk Hogan and the Hulkamaniac go war for you, brother? Luger with a shot, blocked by Hogan, another block by Hogan, shot by Hogan, sends him off. Big boot, Luger's down, leg drop, boom, that's the finish. Luger's out. Oh, and just as Hogan's going for the pin, here the Dungeon of Doom again. Who are these idiots? Kevin Sullivan, Kamala, what is obviously Earthquake, but we're supposed to be calling him Avalanche. I think it's Haku. I don't know who the other one is. And now Sting, the Macho Man, coming out to make the save. And are these the teams for War Games, maybe? And now Hogan sends Kamala out of the ring. And the numbers advantage now no longer in play as Macho Man and Stinger come out to even the odds. Oh, and Hogan and Luger having a bit of argy-bargy here. Macho Man and Sting playing side players again for him. And then 2 weeks in a row now we've got Hogan, Luger, Sting, Macho Man, and Mean Gene in the ring. And now we've got a Hogan promo. Bigging up Luger, but he wants to know if he's with him or against him. Yeah. Whose side are you on, Luger? Now the Stinger's on the mic. This Sting trying to put his team together for Fall Brawl. He wants to get Lex on the team. Vader's gone AWOL. And Macho Man's not happy with Lex either. Doesn't want to get stabbed in the back. This is a sloppy segment. And now Macho and Sting are having a bit of a Nobody knows if anybody's on the same team here. Is Hogan going to be in War Games? Is Luger going to be joining the team? This is, I said it just in time, but this is a sloppy segment, and I'm trying to keep up, and that's why I'm not being very loud here. But this is why WWE scripts a lot of promos now. This is the reason. So now Luger, Sting, Macho Man, and Hogan are the team for War Games against the Dungeons of Doom. So that's the next one we'll watch then. Fall Brawl, War Games. Now we're back to the commentary table. We're going to end the show at the commentary table again. I'm finding this bit a bit rage making. Like, we're not finishing hot, are we, when that happens? It's 2 weeks in, it's a trope already. It's annoying, that is. Yeah, the guys in the ring, they've got more problems than the Dungeon of Doom, and it's going to cause them an issue at Full Brawl if they can't see eye to eye. And next week, Paul Orndorff versus Johnny B. Bad, the Nasty Boys in action, the debut of the American Males, and the Blue Bloods. Oh, brilliant. Loads going on Nitro next week. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that as well, man. And that's the end of Monday Nitro. So I suppose that's the bit of Monday Nitro that they haven't quite sussed yet, and that's the end of the show. I'm just going to stop the clock as the show ends. But yeah, I think we need to have a talk about that, don't we? So my main frustration with these shows so far, and I don't want to be frustrated because overall I think they've been really good, but my main frustration is the end of the show seems to the promos in the ring anyway have been really sloppy at the end of the night. And I can understand watching this why WWE scripts so much, or why Vince scripted so much when he was in charge of WWE. And then going back to the announce desk to close the show. And that's where they opened the show as well, and it sort of bookends. But there's no sort of spontaneity in the end. And I suppose as well as that, talking about spontaneity, I already know pretty much what all the matches are for next week now because they've just told me at the commentary table at the end of the night. And I know at this time they were still doing the whole we need to hype next week. Try and hit what we want to hit for next week. But I mean, yeah. Not quite there yet, is it? And I know it gets to the dizzy heights of, winning or leading the Monday Night War for 83 weeks in a row, and, probably countless more times before that. But in general, like, that bit is really shoddy at the minute. Okay. But what do we think of the whole show? Action was good. Sabu and Alex Wright was very good, although the finish was a bit messy. Scott Norton and Macho Man was not quite what I expected. If I'm honest, I expected Macho to just steamroll through him, but really did a good job of putting Scott Norton over. Not that I think, technically fine, but has got the personality of a potato, like I think I already said. Hogan Luger was good, for those two workers. Not known for having, 5-star bangers in the Tokyo Dome. So yeah, I think in terms of the action, Michael Wall Street was on as well once he wrestled against Sting, and that was Probably one of the better matches on the show, actually, because I can't believe I missed it. But that was absolutely solid as well. So I suppose when I think about it in those terms, yeah, in terms of action, the show was really good. In terms of the promos, I don't understand what Flair Lex Luger was all about, if I'm honest. That end promo could have been done so much smarter. They didn't need to drag it out and, almost. It was like they deliberated far too long on it. That's the problem in the ring. And it wasn't like a tease. It was like they couldn't make their minds up. Made them all look a bit. The promo made them all look a bit stupid, to be fair. And yeah, so that it was like a real low point for me, the promos. So in terms of that, I'm a bit torn on what to give this one. I think I gave the opening episode 3 out of 5, and this feels like a 3 out of 5 as well. But in some ways, it felt loads better. The production, the staging, etc. I thought that was really good. It looked like a more modern episode of Monday Nitro than the classic studio shows, or certainly Last Week in the Mall in America looked great, looked different, but this was like the more traditional look, and I really enjoyed that. It looked more like what I expected an episode of Nitro to look like. So for that reason, I thought it was really good. For the action in the ring, yeah, I thought that was really good. For the stories, I didn't see much progression, and those that I did were done poorly. So in terms of angles, etc., I would, not very good, poor. So I think 3 is about fair, maybe 2.5, 3, but I'm going to give it a 3 and an err on the side of, we're just starting out and we're trying to see what works. So yeah, for me, I think again, I'm going to give this 3 out of 5 bangers. Thank you very much. And thanks very much, I suppose, for watching this episode of Monday Nitro with me. I've had real fun, properly enjoyed it. We're doing loads on the channel at the minute, so please hit that subscribe button and turn the bell on. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Every subscriber counts, and we do loads of stuff like this, so you can also comment and let us know what your favourite sort of type of video that we're doing, whether that's reactions, watch-alongs, interviews, the podcast episodes, whether that's prediction episodes or reviews for shows, and all the other stuff that we're doing. So please give us a comment, and if this video was up your street, give it a like, please. And I suppose that's it for us, or for me, at The Burning Truth for tonight. So thanks for coming on this journey with us. That was episode 2 of Monday Nitro. Can't wait for the next one. Let's see the Blue Bloods in action. Yes, please. And what does Matt Burns say? Oh, find us on the socials anywhere you like. Search The Burning Truth or TBT UK, TBT Live UK, and you'll find us. And DFTBA, Matt Burns always says, which is don't forget to be awesome. But I think it's more about enjoy your wrestling. I'll see you next time on The Burning Truth. Peace.